Today we are out in the yard. You guys have been out here with me at least once. I do know that I vlogged me planting some plants that we did not steal. We picked up, we adopted them because they were unwanted by our HOA. They were dug up for no reason, and so
and a couple of them are still alive.
We adopted them, we planted them, and some of them are still alive. But you guys saw that in another vlog a long time ago. Today, we're gonna do some landscaping here in the yard. We've got a gigantic bird of paradise. Let me turn around. You see that gigantic thing right over there? That's a bird of paradise. We also have a lemon tree over there that I think needs some trimming, but our bird of paradise is taking over everything.
How about we walk around the yard and I'll make a list?
That's a good idea, and you guys will get to see the yard. So we've got our dog door over here, and Mom, and our pool pump, and then this huge clump is lemongrass. We need to trim that because it looks terrible, but the dogs love to eat it. It's good on their tummy. This is our teeny tiny little cocktail orange tree, and I think he looks okay. He doesn't.
He had a couple of oranges on him last year.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's got a couple of buds down here now.
Oh, I see. He does have a couple of buds down there. And this was like a little palm tree kind of thing.
Yeah, some sort of a bush thing.
It looks.
I want to pull these ferns.
Yeah, those are fern, but this is actually like a palm tree. We kind of need to just dig him up. I think he looks awful.
Okay.
You can just dig him up?
Yeah.
This is a bird of paradise here on this side of the house. We planted these because they flower, and I can show you some flowers actually. Right there, there's some bird of paradise flowers. Ours are actually white. We bought the white ones. They do come in orange too, but these have just really taken off. They were tiny when we got them, but they are actually taller than the garage, so they're gigantic. We kind of need to do some trimming and cutting some of these brown leaves off. I don't think we're going to do anything with this plant. I think we're going to leave him be because I think he's okay. We're just going to give him a haircut. And over here, our landscapers are supposed to take care of this for us, and they haven't done it, so I think we're just going to shave these guys down, you know, to make them even on top.
Will they be here tomorrow? Why don't you ask them?
I don't know. That's a good idea. I do know that last week they worked on the other side of the street trimming trees, so that might be coming. Are you having a yummy snack? See, Smokey moves. Look at that. Don't you, Smokey?
Yeah, what a good
Hey,
girl.
Smokey. And then coming back here, this corner we landscaped when we came in because it was all grass. We didn't have anything back here when we moved in. And I hated the idea of a lawnmower getting stuck back in that corner, so I just wanted something like a smooth corner, because I figured if I was on a riding mower, that would be heaven for me. And I think that the lawnmowers do actually really like it. But do you see what I mean? How this corner looks really crowded with this enormous bird of paradise back here. That is just not pretty. We've been actually round-upping a couple of leaves at a time, and it looks like it's almost kind of working, but this guy is so huge and so monstrous, we just need to dig him up. Our lemon tree is hidden, and we can't harvest lemons off this guy anymore because of the bird of paradise.
There was a huge snake in there when I was harvesting lemons this last summer. Oh my gosh, yeah.
I didn't know this.
4-foot snake. And I got in kind of around between the tree and that bird of paradise, and I saw that snake, and if I hadn't have been, you know, trapped by the bird of paradise, I would have jumped 3 feet in the air.
My goodness.
But look at all these buds.
I know, those are all going to be lemons, and so I want to get rid of this bird of paradise without damaging the roots of the lemon tree, because I don't want to damage our lemon harvest, because our lemon tree has been wonderful. And this weird awkward little shrub over here is a lime tree, and we had 1 lime off of this little dude because he's really struggling to make it. But I think he's gonna be okay. More lemongrass back there because the dogs love it. I love the shade in this corner. See, Yogi loves this over here. Yogi, Yogi, there you are. You're so happy. I love the poop in the corner too. But we've got more birds of paradise. These are more normal sized birds of paradise in with the lemongrass, but these actually haven't flowered. There's one back here. That's cool. We've got flowers back here. Those are old. And then this weird elephant leaf thing looks like he's tiny and like we just planted it. He dies every year and comes back every year, and he will tower way up in the sky, sort of like this guy. But we really need to do some work back here because it's been a while.
And this used to be a huge bird of paradise in the front yard, and he has dwindled and dwindled and died down to that. So I don't know if he's going to make it. And that's one of our
This is one of our not stolen plants, our adopted plants. And I had planted lavender all along this side.
And we only had one that survived.
And the rest of them died. This one looks great, but the rest of them died. I'm not sure what happened. But lavender is supposed to help keep mosquitoes away, and I have noticed a dropped amount of mosquitoes in the yard with these here. But we need to do some pruning on him. But we have more lavender on this side, and it looks beautiful. We have two plants here. This one is kind of smaller, and this guy just grew so big. And I've caught several bees in here having a good time with our lavender, which I think is really nice.
They were very happy to be here.
I think they were very happy to be here. Get it? And those two dogs are ding-dongs, but
this is where the mulch washes so bad. And you can see right here
when it rains, so our yard is kind of sloped down this way. You can kind of see it on camera right now. So when it rains, it collects in this gutter here from all of this, and of course it pours down this way, so it washes out over here. And the dogs love to lay in the sand because it's cool. They hate the grass because it's icky. And so we have tried to figure out what to do with this area. We've planted plants here, it doesn't work, they dig them up. We've got mulch over here that's actually stuck around, but I just don't know what to do with this because that's hideous.
Yeah.
It's almost like we need more pavers.
I don't know what we need.
I think pavers would solve the problem. Just have an extended patio on this side. Maybe that's what we'll do. Anyway, then we've got this over here because we just had this huge long side yard, didn't know what to do. We've got some river rocks on this side because we have more rain that pours down here. So this washes out a lot. We used to have plants back there and they drowned there actually. So we have birds of paradise here, and it's funny. It looks like they've slid down the yard. Does it look like that to you? But anyway, I think we need to do some trimming of the lemongrass and the birds of paradise over here because it just looks kind of hairy and yucky. I didn't even mention the inside of the enclosure. We need to do some mowing in here. Mom, did you pull some weeds? Somebody came out and pulled some weeds, it looks like. So we've got some things to do in here. These are herb barrels, or actually like whiskey barrels. We bought them at Lowe's several years ago. I put them on these little wheel pedestal things so we can wheel them around. Our rosemary tree, we've had a couple of years already, and he still has some little Christmas lights on him that don't work, but he smells amazing. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. We do need to go to Lowe's and get some other herbs. I want cilantro and I want basil, and I don't think we're gonna have any volunteers because I think they would have shown up already because it is getting warm. And what are you spraying?
Roundup.
Why are you spraying it in that?
Huh?
Don't we have a Roundup spray container?
It doesn't work.
Oh.
It's gone.
Okay.
This is all that's left out of that big container.
Oh wow.
And this says
Roundup.
Roundup.
Okay.
Well, it says round up.
Well, we have to spray this frequently because it does grow all kinds of weeds in here. We don't really know how to stop it. We've tried preen and that doesn't work. And then I do have like a bleach spray that I will use to wash this because water collects here and then starts to grow, you know, some like not mold, but like moss and stuff grows in here. And when I wash it, it looks beautiful, sort of like this, but with less distinction in between the lines. Looks more like that over there. But of course that takes a lot of time, and so I need to just take the week that I've got off of school and work out here because this is going to take more than just today. I've been slowly sawing off some leaves, fronds from these birds of paradise over here, and then I started working on this big guy, and I just found a surprise. a very, very pleasant surprise. Look what we have back here. It's a beautiful lemon. This guy needs to come inside with me. Mom has made some serious destruction over here, but our lemongrass has been whacked way back, and I think we're just gonna leave it back there for mulch. And look how beautiful, majestic this guy is. Wow, so pretty. It just needed to be thinned. It needed a serious haircut. Looks good. Good job, Mom. Complete, total, utter carnage. We have destroyed the yard, but it looks so much better. We cut a ton of those birds of paradise down back there. We did that on purpose just because our lemon tree needed room to grow and breathe and get the sun. And honestly, he looks a lot happier. And we're cutting this guy off because he's crowding our lime tree. We've let them live in peace for too long. We whacked back our lemongrass way back. So I think it's gonna be fine. It looks good, but I think we're ready for a break. We need to drag all this stuff out to the street because they pick this stuff up Wednesdays. So all of this carnage and that stuff over there too needs to go out to the street. But I think that's gonna be it for today. I'll pick you guys up in another vlog. Well, I'll pick you guys up on another day because I'm gonna continue working in the yard because we're definitely not done yet. I am back out in the yard today because I want to kind of get some more work on our landscaping done. Hi, honey. The cat is out here playing in the grass. But I wanted to show you kind of where we left off. It's been it's been over a week since I was out here in the yard working, and so the lemongrass that we cut off has actually started to grow back, and I want to show you what it looks like. I swear it's growing 3 inches a day. It has really shot up. So I want to show you where we're at now. I got rid of all of the stuff we cut off last week. That tickles, by the way. But I want to show you where we're at, what I'm gonna do today. I've got a couple of things I want to do today. It is Friday, so I'm alone, so Mom's not here with me. We may end up coming out here and working together tomorrow, depending on how much I get done. Your whiskers really tickle. But I wanted to show you the yard first, so that's what I'm doing out here. Here she is tickling me. Hi, honey. Say that again. This one loves the yard. She really, really has a good time playing out here. And I think she likes it that I'm out here with her. You are so funny. Anyway, okay, so back here, we cut this lemongrass off. Do you see how much it's grown already? And you know, it's been a week, a little over a week. It has grown so much. We did a lot of trimming on this bird of paradise, and it looks like we're gonna have another bloom right there soon. That's really cool. We left this stuff out because we're actually trying to kill what's in here. So when the stuff that's under this, like that little sad palm tree stump dies, we're just gonna move everything out to the curb so they can take it all away. And then back this way, it looks so totally different than when we started, and it looks so much better. I think the dogs and cats love it actually a whole lot more back here because they can actually play, and I love that we can actually reach the lemons on the lemon tree because this is our lemon tree, and I want to show you all the blossoms we've got. We're gonna have so many lemons. This lemon tree is a champ, and I love it so much. I'm so excited. So, are you a shadow? Are you following me? I love her. Today I'm going to do a little bit more work out here, but this time I'm not working in the yard. Technically I'm working inside our lanai covered patio, whatever, screen, under the screen. I want to spray with Roundup and like a bleach concentration to try to get rid of the algae that's building up because our pavers look kind of gross. So today that's what I'm going to be doing. because I am alone. My mom is not here today, so it's just me. This is something I can do by myself. It's not a big deal. So there, you know, there are a couple of things I'm gonna do in here. It's just gonna be me, but I wanna get it done today so that tomorrow Mom and I can do some work on that side of the yard. So today I'm gonna do some things that I can do by myself. I could do that by myself. Mom has asked me not to. So I'm just gonna work on spraying the patio with like a bleach concentration. And there is something else I want to spray the yard with today. So let me show you. This is what I'm gonna spray the yard with. It's Mold Armor Easy House Wash, kills mold and mildew. It works on like stucco, but it also works on pavers. And let me show you why I'm gonna do that. You see how these pavers look clean and these just look gross? You can see the difference. That's because when rain falls, it collects in here and it doesn't collect in here. So this just constantly gets gross. So I have to wash this at least once a year, sometimes twice a year, just to keep it from getting so disgusting. It's actually really gross, but this bleach spray is a miracle. The other thing I want to spray in the actual yard is this, because we have like a mosquito problem. There we go. So you spray this on the yard, like on the grass, and it lasts up to 12 weeks. So I only have to do this a couple of times. It's February now, so let's see, 12 weeks would get us to May. So that's cool. Also, there are crybabies here that want to come out and help me. I will not let them out here with me because I'm going to be playing with bleach, so they're just going to have to deal with it. But they're so cute, right? Right, Yogi? So first things first, I need to get the cat inside because she's out playing in the yard and she can't be out here either because I'm going to be playing with bleach. And the next thing I need to do is get some of these other things picked up that don't need to be out here. And I'm going to start spraying on this side over there. So I will spray that side first, move everything from over here to over there after that's sprayed, and then spray over here. I'm actually excited because I love the before and after. So yeah, this is one of the house chores or yard chores that I don't really mind because the before and after is so striking and beautiful, so I'm kind of excited about this. So I've done a little bit of picking up, but now I am pulling weeds just because they grow sort of like this is a weed garden, and I like to pull the weeds first, then I spray with bleach, then I rinse, and then I will spray the pavers with Roundup to kill what's left of the weeds, and that generally seems to help control the weeds. Maybe not, but that's just how we've been doing it. So that's what I'm really getting started with, is pulling the weeds first. So when I finish pulling the weeds, I will probably sweep to get rid of like big clumps of hair and stuff, just because I don't want to have that in the way when I'm spraying. So the bleach spray will come later. There are a lot of preparation steps to get done first, so pulling the weeds first. Alright, I got the weeds pulled, I did the sweeping, so now it's finally time for me to start spraying the bleach on the algae. And I want to show you how this bottle works because I think it's really fascinating. So this is the jug I showed you earlier, and it's really interesting. It's heavy, it's full, and I think the only ingredient that's in it is like bleach, because it really smells like bleach. Yeah, the active ingredient is sodium hypochlorite. So anyway, the way the bottle works is you screw your hose into this side, and then there are 3 settings here on the front, and one of them is, like right now it's off. If I turn it up this way, now it's on 2. Rinse, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but that's what it says right there. And then over here facing me is where it says clean. So the clean side is when it's open to the contents in the bottle, and so it kind of mixes with what's in the bottle, so it sprays a solution of this bleach spray onto what I'm trying to spray with. And then the rinse cycle is actually just water coming straight from the hose, so you don't have to unscrew the hose to rinse it off. The instructions tell you to spray the cleaning solution on, leave it for 5 or 10 minutes, and then spray it off with just water. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spray it all down with bleach, with the solution, excuse me. and then I will rinse it all off with just water. I am gonna go in and get my Crocs. Right now I'm barefoot. I'm gonna go in and get my Crocs just because I don't want to be barefoot in a pool of bleach. And our patio does kind of flood when it rains or when I do this. It retains water, so I don't really want to be standing in a pool of bleach. So I'm gonna go in and get my Crocs, and then I'm gonna get started spraying. Well, I have finished rinsing, and I'm gonna let it dry and see what it looks like. It might need me to do it again just because sometimes it has so much built up that it takes a couple of tries to get through all of the layers of crud that are growing on them. But honestly, even though they're wet, so they're darker, they look so much better than they did. I'm gonna kind of give you a little peek at what they look like now. They're not dry, so keep that in mind, but they are definitely cleaner than they were when I started. I don't know if you'll be able to tell that they're a whole lot lighter, but Emma says they are a whole lot lighter. And I worked on these over here too, so these are done, and these are actually starting to dry over here, and I can tell they're gonna be okay. I need to get like a brush and dustpan for that corner because sand builds up back there, so I need to brush that out of there. But I think that this is gonna look so good when it's dry. On camera it actually looks a lot drier than it is, but it's still pretty wet. But I'm happy. So I think that's where I'm gonna end for today. I've got some other stuff I've got to do this afternoon, and I need to go take a shower because I actually got pretty gross doing this. I'm sweaty, even though it's not really all that hot. I've just been out here getting sprayed with dirt and grime and who knows what else. I did put chemicals in the pool. The pool is almost warm enough that we could swim in it, and it's February. I am so excited because I think in a week or two we'll be able to swim.
Yeah. Want to show them a peekaboo?
Of the pool? You want to see?
You want to see a peekaboo? See, it's got the nice little cover on.
Yeah, this is like, I call it bubble wrap. It's like a solar blanket for the pool because we have a solar heated pool, and so we put this on the pool in the winter to keep it warmer, but it also keeps water in it because when it's not humid out, the water evaporates out of the pool and we have to put water in it constantly. This keeps the water in the pool, and it, you know, keeps it from getting too dirty and gross, but woohoo! And it's so clear and so pretty, and we have a little turtle guy.
Yeah, comment down below if you know who he looks like.
We also have a little dory fish, and flounder is way under there. You can kind of see him, but like the water's moving around because I just ran the jets. So we're gonna be able to swim soon. So I think that's where I'm going to end this portion of the vlog. I'm gonna pick you guys up tomorrow, but it'll just be a second for you guys. It is a new day. I sprayed the patio off yesterday. You guys just saw that. It is Saturday today, so Mom is home, and we are going to finish our backyard landscaping. It's really not landscaping, it's more like grooming our backyard, making it cleaner and neater and better. And so she's fumbling around the house getting our different tools. We are going to work on this side of the yard over here. We're going to trim back our lemongrass and our birds of paradise, just like we did the other sides of the yard, but then I think we'll be done. We're just gonna whack it back, and you guys are going to get to watch us do that if you're interested. Why is the cat screaming?
Look who's gonna help us. We got some four-legged friends.
Yeah, we've got 3 four-legged friends that are gonna help us today. Before I get started though, I wanted to show you the after of what this looks like. It is still a little bit damp from last night because it is morning, but it looks so much better, so much cleaner than it did. Same over here. You can see there's still like some wet spots from where it collects rain, but so much better than it did before. I'm very happy. All right, now let's get to work. This is what we're working on today. Yeah, it is a jungle. The dogs love it. I am not such a fan. We really need to cut back that lemongrass there. There's another one underneath that is much smaller, but it's just getting overcrowded. And honestly, Well, yeah, this is like the first story roof and they're taller than that, so we need to do something. And also it just looks kind of yucky, especially from the street. So we're gonna work on this today. Well, I think we found a quitting place. I think we're happy with what we got done today.
And we learned so much the last time.
We sure did learn a whole lot the last time. We knew to wear long sleeves because that lemongrass is sharp, and I still have scratches on my arms from the lemongrass the last time. And you know, we just kind of are not afraid to go in and beat those birds of paradise into submission because they are taking over our entire yard. They're huge, they're beautiful. And they do provide shade and homes for lizards that the cat and dogs turn into toys. But, you know, we just don't need them to be taking over our entire house. You have anything you want to say?
Nope. I'm happy.
Happy, happy, happy. So you guys will see us in another video really, really soon.